Saps and blackjacks are often considered nefarious weapons, and that is because of how they are meant to be used. These are not defensive weapons at all. These are weapons designed to do a flash knockout in a ambush or sneak attack or in a preemptive strike. If you've ever handled one of these weapons, you will see that they would be very effective for this. The impact from one of these is deep. Now, in this video, see me using my Mean Gene leather coin sap, as well as a blackjack and a sap I bought from another company that aren't nearly the same quality. But you get what you pay for. Both the cheap sap and the cheap blackjack are basically falling apart from me testing them on my striking dummy. However, the Mean Gene leather coin purse is holding up just fine, and I've used it hard. However, even the half-broken and mutilated sap and blackjack would still be a very effective weapon. They just have a lot of tape on them now. Having tapped the back of my hand ever so lightly with all three of these weapons, I know I do not want to take a hard hit. These things will crush what they hit. They are meant to do a flash knockout with deep impact, and let me tell you, they will do just that. Historically, these were sold in police supply stores because they would be used by beat cops to quickly subdue an opponent. Of course, police cannot do that nowadays, and the way of the sap is sadly disappearing. However, I believe if you use it right, in the right context, the right situation, it can be a decent weapon for self-defense. Not here in Canada, of course, where it would be seen as a weapon that is dangerous to the public peace. You can own one, but you may not be able to carry one. Canada's weapons laws are very subjective to the law enforcement officer enforcing them, so you have to be careful with what you would carry. But as far as something that I like to train with, that I like to explore, I think saps are an excellent weapon to stop someone quickly. And in personal protection, you could find yourself in a situation where that needs to happen. I train to strike preemptively. I train to strike first, if it is reasonable to the situation. So I have to be able to explain why I would strike first. I would have to be able to explain preemptive striking. But if you wanted to have an ace in the hole that used properly could stop someone quickly, a sap is a great weapon, or a blackjack. But just remember, stopping someone quickly can also mean leading to very grievous injury or death. Blackjacks and saps and coin saps deliver heavy weighted ends at a high velocity to a would-be attacker's skull. They can cause serious damage. So if you are gonna use or carry something like this, really understand use of force laws. And train to use any weapon only when it is reasonable to the situation, or when you deem it reasonable to the situation, knowing well how to explain why you use that level of force, and truly understand when and where this kind of force would be reasonable to use on another human being. Most normal people will never find themselves in a situation where causing a flash knockout to another human being is reasonable, especially preemptively. However, bad things can happen to good people, and having an ace in the hole isn't a bad idea. This video is dedicated to Terry Trahan, and please support my Patreon. Thank you. Have a great day.